you today? We are here in the building, ready to get it cranking. Anyway.
Cranking?
Oh, ready to get it crunk?
Is it cranking? No, I'm asking.
I think you could say cranking, cranking, get it popping, get it happening. Y'all know what I mean. Anyway.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Well, I'm great. Thanks for asking. Anyway, guys, it's a wonderful Thursday. I think it's April the 4th. And we are just really elated to be here tonight with you guys, just to share some key nuggets and some points on how to keep your relationship together. So, the topic that we're going to be discussing on tonight is surviving seasons that yield reasons. Again, let me read that. And it may sound a little like crazy, but we'll get to the bottom of it. Again, surviving seasons that yield reasons. And the
reasons.
Okay.
The reasons that we
Don't sing, child.
I just felt
the subtopic is the happily ever after myth. Now, I know for me as a young girl, you know, we watched all these movies, Princess and the Frog and Cinderella and Rapunzel and all those good old little sweet characters. And we just have this big fantasy that one day our Prince Charming is going to come, sweep us off our feet. We're going to start a relationship, have babies, get married, have babies. And life is just going to be a sweet caramel piece of candy all the time.
Or a Jolly Rancher.
But let me tell you, that's not the real world that we live in. The real world is, it's going to be sweet in the beginning, maybe. But somewhere down the line, things going to get a little sour. You agree with that?
I totally agree with that.
So there are no fairy tale romances. There are no fairy tale happily ever after dreams that are going to come true. But it can last forever. But it may not always be happy.
Keep sweat.
Right. Baby, you always going to eat.
I know. That's just I think I said in the previous episodes, I'm going to have a song for every episode. But I just happen to have a musical for every episode.
His name ought to be Music. Music, he going to take your name.
I'm just saying, you know.
Okay. So, again, there is no happily ever after as far as never having conflict or situations or issues in any relationship, right?
Right. And if I could just jump in
sure,
on what you just said.
I knew you was going to.
It's funny because there are people who are out there who would beg to differ with that.
Why you say that?
Because there are those who feel that they have had or will encounter the Cinderella or the Beauty and the Beast, you know, where they go on to live happily ever after.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's some truth to it, you know, but however, happily ever after comes with the price.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Happily ever after comes with some hell in between.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're gonna have to, you know,
go through some things.
Yeah. Before that, yeah. In other words, eventually you'll get to being happy, but before you get to happy.
Well, I think you'll experience happiness all throughout at different times.
Right.
Coupled in with all the other emotions that you can feel
Absolutely.
that are not so happy, right?
Right.
But the bottom line is happily ever after is really a statement saying to me that we live happy for the rest of our lives together, and it doesn't emphasize any struggles.
Right.
Right? So
after the fact.
Or during the fact. So we can
be happy.
We can be happy happily ever after every struggle we can be happy.
And as I like that.
Hey.
As well as happily even before every struggle and during every struggle. Because I think it's all about how you process what it is you're going through and take it. Although the truth of the matter is,
you're not going to be happy a lot of times. So Again. All right, so you guys, you already know my method of how I do things. I like to go to Dr. Webster concerning definition. So, because the topic is surviving seasons that yield reasons, season means each of the 4 divisions of the year: spring, summer, autumn, and winter, marked by particular weather patterns and daylight hours resulting from the Earth's changing position with regard to the sun. Reasons, and I'm not talking about earth, wind, and fire. Anyway, reasons mean a cause, explanation, or justification for an event or action. Right? So surviving seasons, meaning surviving summer, spring, autumn, and winter. There is a painted illusion that good marriages, relationships are full of nothing but Jolly Rancher moments, sweet caramel apple candy moments, cotton candy moments, but they never experience that, well, they're not never ever going to experience any periods of doubt or bitterness. Do you agree or you disagree?
I completely agree. And like you said in your notes, the painted illusion, that good marriages or / relationships are full of the sweet things. I don't know about you, but okay. So, what's the name of that chocolate store that's here in Burbank Mall?
Candies. See Candies.
Candy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Shout out to our executive producer back there talking in the background. C's Candy. And the one in Houston that you like with the almonds, that's they sell it in the box in Texas.
It's the name of a store?
Not Good Company. No, it's we've sold it for church and the kids.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh my God. I have to come back to it.
Okay. Y'all know what's the name of that candy that
it's
the kids sell? The fundraiser candy.
They have the almonds, it's chocolate covered almonds, and sometimes it's the long bar.
Long bars or whatever. But
world's finest
chocolate.
Ooh,
I'm gonna buy you some seeds today.
$5 for you.
But what I found out during the holidays, there's a depending on where you go, I've only experienced this at work and at family members' house. They purchase this large quantity, or should I say variety, of chocolates, right?
Right.
It all looks good. It looks pretty. You take the top off and everything is there. Now, where I'm going with this is because there's a twofold thing. You have to be wise to understand that if you look under the bottom of the box,
right,
it's going to tell you where, or should I say, it's going to tell you and explain to you what each piece contains.
Right.
Whether it's milk chocolate with marshmallow caramel.
Right.
Whether it's dark chocolate with cherry.
Right.
Vice versa, so on and so forth. Here's the thing. Have anybody ever, I know I have, and I remember my daughter doing it because we had some from C's this past holidays. She just decided to pick up a piece of candy and bite off of it, and she didn't like it. She put it down. She wanted to do what Monica, I'm going to throw you under the bus, would normally do as it pertains to assortment of chocolates. Monica will open it up. Well, she used to because she don't eat all that chocolate now. She would open it up, take a bite off of it, put it back. Open it, take another bite off of it, put it back.
That's why I like it.
My point exactly. So it says regardless if it was World's Finest Chocolate or C's Candies, and depending on what region you're in, you bring up that chocolate, everybody feel like, oh, that's top of the charts as it pertains to chocolate.
Right.
However, regardless to what it may look like, there's still some pieces that are in there that's horrible.
Right.
So it is in a relationship or in a marriage
right,
that you're trying to explain this, what we're trying to explain. The illusion is that what you see on the wedding day,
right,
that's not going to replay,
right,
every day,
right,
24/7.
Right.
There's going to be some bad pieces.
Oh yeah.
Some pieces that you're going to pick up and then realize what it contained.
Yes.
Well, you
and
feel
it
me?
Was nasty.
And it was nasty.
Yes.
And you're going to do just like Monica did, take a bite off of it and put it back. Oh, Yeah.
But in a relationship, you can't just bite it off and put it down.
True. So in other words, you're willing to make the sacrifice to get the coaching or the counseling, reading the book that you need for the sake of things working out together.
Okay.
You understand?
I'm trying to process that one. Yes.
Let it marinate. Think about me.
Well, babe, I just know in a relationship, like those pieces of candies, how they're different flavors in one, like you said, in one container. Those different flavors to me represent different things that can come up in your relationship. Different situations, different circumstances, different issues that can come up. And though, we're hoping that our relationship stays sweet, some things in this sweet relationship is going to be not so tasty, not so desirable, and you just can't pick it up and just throw it away. I can't just because we go through a situation, I can't just, okay, we're going through this situation and I'm throwing you to the curb. The relationship is over. I'm done with it. No, I'm going to have to know how to work through that and deal with that. And of course, the eating of the candy, that's kind of different than, your relationship. Because if you don't like the candy, you can just throw it away. You don't have to eat it. But in a relationship, you may not like the situation that's going on, but it can be workable. It can be worked through. That way you don't have to discard the relationship. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to just toss it like it's nothing, just because it don't feel good. This is not what I felt it was going to be as far as a smooth transition, because it's not always going to be smooth. There's going to be some rough patches. So
yeah, most definitely.
But just know that you don't have to throw it away. You don't have to start all over again. In other words, you can just pick up from where you left off, deal with it, and get better, right?
Right.
Being lovey-dovey and crazy in love, unfortunately, won't guarantee long-term bliss or a conflict-free union.
Now, okay, I know you have a revelation, but when you said that, the first thing I thought about?
What?
That song. Now, if we just really be honest with you, I mean, with everybody, this is for those of us that are in the church, in the world, wherever. If you just be honest, you said being lovey-dovey and crazy in love, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Crazy in love. The first song that popped in my head. Because that extreme of being crazy in love, it's possible.
Yeah.
Love make you do some crazy things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? However, think about Crazy in Love and then on the same CD, it was Irreplaceable.
Yeah. Okay.
You see how she went from A to B? Just that fast?
Because I'm trying to see, okay, I'm following you, so take
I'm talking about Beyonce. I'm not talking about you.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
Follow me.
You look at me in my eyes and
I know, like I got
talking
see things that you have to, that's the seasons.
Yeah, seasons, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That you were talking about.
Because obviously, it was sweet when she was singing that.
It was Jolly Ranchers and Seeds
Crazy in Love. But when it got to that Irreplaceable, see, that Joker had them did some things that he wasn't supposed to do.
Windows out your car.
Baby,
that type of stuff. I'm just saying.
He stopped singing. He had done some. By that time, and I'm just. It don't mean it really happened, but I'm just saying. By that time, Irreplaceable, he had done some things for her to pull his coattail to be like, let me tell you something. You keep on playing them games, and you trying to play me like that. Let me tell you, you ain't gonna find another one like this one. So that's them seasons that changed. Oh, that was baby. Because I've been on both sides of the boat. I've been crazy in love, and I've been where I want. Been
love crazy.
Where I want to hem him up and say, let me tell you, don't get it twisted. I will. Yes, I will float your boat. All right then. We're gonna move on. Levels of trust can go up and down, so can feelings. That is so true. That is for whatever reasons.
Right.
Your trust level in someone, you can snap. Even if you're in a relationship or you're married, and you can revert back to that old relationship where all of a sudden them trust issues bombard your mind, and it's like, why is that happening? This person my new person haven't even given me the chance to even, or the evidence to even feel like that. But sometimes when we don't fully shut the door and get fully healed from something, and we just jump into something else, then those same feelings that we once had, or that same hurt, or that same disappointment, can infiltrate the new thing that's in our life. So sometimes our emotional side, which is trust, can fluctuate because of
Absolutely.
that. Also, it could fluctuate because maybe the one that you're with has betrayed you, and you are in that place of being disappointed and being just broke down and broken, and you haven't gotten to the place of healing. So if you're in that spot, your trust levels are just off the roof. It's up, it's down. You don't really know what to believe. So yeah, and then the last thing I believe I remember is
Hey, Pastor Evans, how you doing, man?
oh, the last thing, the reason why your trust levels can fluctuate is because you're with someone who continues to mess around continuously.
Yeah, continue to give you
the reason to have trust issues.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So yes, your trust levels can go from here to there. Depending on the situation, the person that you're with, your own mindset, what's going on with you. So yeah, be aware of that. But great unions don't just happen; they are pioneered.
I love that.
Great unions don't
just don't happen. They are pioneered, established.
Yes,
they
exactly.
are
developed.
They're customized.
Yeah.
Anybody can be in a relationship,
right?
In
a mediocre relationship.
But when you're talking about taking relationships to a new level, to a level that's productive, that's successful, that you've invested in.
Oh yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
It goes past just happening.
Right.
And you ever heard people say, I was in the right place at the right time, and when I met my love,
right,
and on Tinder.
Baby, leave them sites alone.
Those y'all that go to these websites and look for your boo and get booed up, y'all need to pray and really. I'm just saying though, because
But Darryl, you being a hater.
No, because
they can find a Tenderoni on Tinder.
I mean, and you probably can, but my thing is, some people find a Tenderoni and it's not craft. You know what I'm saying? It's.
Well, baby, let me tell you, our brand is just as good. It just don't have the name brand on it.
But understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
When God has, and that's why you settle for 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 the off brand when God want
Well, because and see, my stance is.
I ain't hating on Tinder.
My stance is totally different from him because I feel like this, and no, I did not meet him on Tinder. Or one of them little
Tenderoni,
whatever.
But, on Tinder.
But you can meet a weirdo. You can meet a jerk anywhere. You can meet them on your job. You can meet them at whatever house of worship you may go to. You can meet them at a friend's party. Whatever. You don't just meet weirdos and ding dongs on social sites. You know what I'm saying? They everywhere. So, and I do believe that you can find your soulmate on Tinder, and All Christians Mingle, and Country Boy. What's that one for country? For the country girls and the country boys. Now it may be rare, but I do believe that there have been some successful relationships that have come together by way of social media.
If you found your promise, your destiny, your boo, your lifelong commitment. On Tinder or any one of those sites, we would love to hear your testimony. I would love to hear you. As a matter of fact, I would love to bring you on and we talk about it. All right? If you found it. My stance on that is that you wait and see these they're not well, I guess so. They are sites or meeting spaces. Meeting spaces. have a tendency to bring people who are desperate together. And when you desperate, you settle.
Okay.
Because you're in a place of longing. You've been in a place of longing and you're vulnerable. And, that's why people say, okay, let's go to Vegas Let's go to Vegas and elope.
Okay.
Now,
okay, you got a point.
Okay.
You do have a vital point.
If you meet on Tinder or those other sites or those chat rooms or whatever, I pray it ain't no chat room. I kind of beg to differ, because now you have someone who has given you a profile. And then, you know what? And I'm going to be done with this. That's why you have, you move from being on Tinder, Christian Mingle, and that other one, and then you have catfish. Because
you got catfish.
Because you got catfish. You know what I'm saying? So you got somebody playing a total different person out there. End of the day, happily ever after myth. I'm done.
Anywho, he has a vital point, but still, I kind of have my reserves about that too. But anyway, so we're gonna move on.
Wives, give your husband the credit.
I said, babe, that you have a vital point, but we can be
rush through it.
We can be desperate and lonely and just jump on the first thing coming, and we not even on Mingle or none of them social sites. That happens all the time, and it don't even involve social sites.
But when you really think about this, when y'all say something.
You said you was done.
I know. I felt my help coming on. Wouldn't you rather not sit behind a smartphone or a computer and someone approach you in person?
Of course. I believe everybody would probably rather, but then that don't always happen.
True, which why you should wait.
Okay, so we're moving on. So, okay, guys, so we was just talking about the pioneer, great unions.
And that's how unions are pioneered.
Great unions are pioneered. They are called or considered to be true partnerships, soulmates, which build on hard-earned trust that accrues over time.
Absolutely.
Hard-earned trust. Now, when you first begin in a relationship, I think you have some level of trust. I really do. I think coming into a relationship, you have some level of trust. It could be small, it could be medium, it could be a lot. I do believe that there's some level of trust, but the type of trust that you want to build or you want to really have has to be accrued over time, meaning that thing has to be tried. That thing has to be...
Absolutely.
You have to go through some things and come out of some things to build that type of trust. Hard earned. That means that's work. That's
right.
That's getting in the trenches.
Yeah, that's the jackhammering.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, the plow.
The stuff that don't feel good.
Yeah,
you know but you know what's crazy? Because anything that's built or developed, it has to go through that process.
It has to go through that.
So you have to experience that groundbreaking moment. You know, where the bulldozers come in and they jackhammer, tear it up, and then they come in and literally scoop out the concrete and plow through the dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I hate to go country again, but anytime I've seen a great garden that produced beautiful greens and beautiful corn, it had to go through a process of being tilled.
Yeah, tilt.
Till it. Country way, till it.
I said tilted.
I remember Big Daddy getting out there at a season. That season again, there was a certain season for plowing.
Right.
And if you miss that season, you might as well not even plow because you can't plow. You can plow, but what's the use of doing it? Because you couldn't put anything into the ground to yield you anything.
Right.
But there was a season of tilling the ground, and there's seasons of tilling the relationship. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, in that right there, what you said as far as the trust is accrued over time. Right. There's gonna be some breaking moments, some
tearing up moments.
But there's no way of avoiding it.
No.
And when you really think about it, you know, some people be like, then why the heck would I even be in a relationship then if I got to go through it? Well, it's a part of the package. It's a part of
of having a relationship. It's the part of being married. It comes with the territory. Just like, we're born and we're sure to die. You're in a relationship with someone who's totally opposite of you, that's totally different than you. It's going to happen regardless whether you want it to or not. That's not the problem. The problem is, how do you deal with it, and do you come out of it?
Right.
Together. Still intact. That's the founding point right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's great.
Developed, pioneered, and established.
Yes.
I love it.
So in surviving, you need to understand the severity of the fact that obstacles, you just talked about that, the tilling, the breaking up of all that stuff, obstacles will and must arise that true love must overcome. In order for you to have that pioneered great union, you must overcome the obstacles, the situations, the disappointments, all of that. You must overcome that. And yes, it is a process. It takes time.
Right.
But in order to have that type of union, a great union, again, pioneered union, you have to overcome those things, because they're like we said just a while ago, they're definitely coming.
They're coming.
They're ready or not, here I come.
Ready or not, in different shapes, form, like you said.
Yeah.
Tall, small, and short.
Exactly. Okay, and we're almost done, guys. So every marriage relationship will experience seasons of difficulty, uncertainty, fear, disappointment, and even some cases betrayal in some shape, form, or fashion. Do you agree with that?
I agree with it.
I've come to know that in our book, me and Daryl, we talk about some things that happen in our relationship dealing with all of those, the uncertainty, the fear, the disappointment, even betrayal. In the beginning, like I say, when you feel like that relationship is going to be peaches and cream, because you don't know what you're going to go through in life. You just don't know.
Right.
All you know is where you're currently at and what's going on right now. But I didn't foresee betrayal. I didn't foresee a bunch of fear and a bunch of uncertainty and a bunch of disappointments. Right. I didn't see that, and I sure didn't see those things in certain ways. Like, okay, right, you don't take out the trash, fine, but I'm a little disappointed you don't do your little chores that the man supposed to do at the house. Ooh. But
honey, do listen.
But when he left home, that was really I didn't expect that, or whatever. So there are some things, guys, we know we may experience, but we don't know to the extent in what way or what form. And then there are just some things we just don't think we're going to go through.
Yeah, because there is a, I believe that for those that believe in counseling,
right,
marital counseling, and you should, have that experience, I believe it's great.
Right.
I don't think it was informed enough that there should be a level of unexpectation. Mm-hmm. Well, things that you're not expecting.
Right.
Expect the unexpected, in other words.
Right.
As far as in your marriage, in your relationship, it's almost kind of like when you go to buy a home.
Right.
You need to understand that eventually everything is new.
Yeah.
But there's going to come a time where a pipe may burst, depending on where you live.
Yeah.
That hot water heater is going to go out.
Yeah.
So that's why they have insurance.
Insurance, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For those situations, there's a credit card that you have that you don't spend and max out for situations that happen. You know what I'm saying? So in other words, prepare yourself for the unexpected.
Right.
You know, so it is in a marriage. There are things that will come your way that you did not expect. There are some situations that will lead you to a place of where you are uncertain,
yeah, about everything,
about living happily ever after.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Or that pioneered relationship.
However,
yeah,
like you said, it's you have to embrace it as it's a season of you just simply being tested.
Exactly,
your union being tested.
And I love the fact that you use the house, because when you get a new home, and I've never experienced having a new home that was mine. It's coming. But you don't expect, okay, I'm walking into this brand new house. I'm bringing my furniture up in here. I'm stepping foot on new ground. You don't expect for your hot water heater to go out. You know, you know that the house is made by man's hand, and you know anything made by man's hand will tear, will malfunction at some point in time. But you never really think about when you first walk in your house, oh, one day I'm gonna be paying for $5,000 for a hot water heater, or I'm gonna be replacing this sink, or like you say, the pipes in the wall or whatever. You don't anticipate, you don't expect that, but it happens, and sometimes it happens faster than what you thought it should happen.
Yeah, most definitely.
I've been in this house for a year and already I gotta get plumber to come out here and dig up all this stuff in my bathroom because something is stuck down the drain and whatever. This is a brand new house.
Right.
You know, so again, even in that situation, you have to be prepared. And just like a relationship, things are going to happen, and you can't just always fully prepare for, okay, I can't prepare for a catastrophe in my marriage. But what you can do is know that everything is not going to always go right. There are going to be some things that do go wrong.
I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. I promise till death we part, like in a vow.